right. We also have Krong, of course, on the Sigma right now.
Goodbye.
What? Jihan, all right, takes a dive early, and that's gonna cause everybody else to leap off as well. Yeah, we do see people backing away immediately. And that's going to be probably a pretty quick early point take for Seoul. I mean, it hadn't even unlocked yet, but you know, it's tough to see exactly what happened.
The Charge are playing this kind of slow here, Doa, where you think there'd be a full engage after going up one, but instead you give Prophet enough time to tear down Krong, and all of a sudden, Seoul, they're going to hold.
I'm actually a little bit surprised that Charge didn't pull the trigger on that one a little bit quicker, so to speak. I mean, with Gesture going down, you'd think that would be the go button. I don't think there was a whole lot of ultimate concerns there. Meanwhile, Choi So-won trying to take matters into his own hands, but no problem. Out of commission already. Animo just knocks it out of the way.
The Charge
and Ken hold on to it.
It's 99-0 now. Now the Charge moving. Oh, Prophet finds Mondu, takes out the Pulse Bomb. Meanwhile, Kaylee off the map on the other end, and Prophet just keeping firm control of the Tracer. Nothing crazy. The Dynasty defending territory here, and Prophet being surgical. And more than anything else, it hasn't been on screen a whole lot, but I believe
flex support. I can't help it.
Yeah, of course.
Good, meanwhile,
it's on
Gesture down early.
Yeah, it's a game plan. We talked about it. You focus Gesture, and as tempting as it might be to go for the Zen, this is the Charge sticking to the game plan. What they went against the Dragons yesterday, and Choi being surgical finally goes down, but enough has been done here, Doa, where, you know, in contrast to the last round where Seoul got in first, you know, in part because of the lip shot, this is going to be a pretty clean first take.
Here we go. Gesture getting aggressive. Here comes the ball. Grieve lays down the wall. And Seoul managing, Seoul picking up a lot of kills right now. Prophet finds Mondu. Prophet finds two, and there will be round ZP where Prophet just decides to put it on his back.
Yeah, I mean, that was over. Just
the mines from Gesture was still sitting there. Now Prophet finds an opportunity, throws up the Pulse Bomb, finds Mondu with it. That's a big one, and now he's going to go after Kariv as well. Both supports down, courtesy of Prophet, and the percentage growing for Seoul. They are looking for the 2-0 in this round, and Tuyu throws out the grab for just a little bit more lockdown. Prophet gets to fleeing Jihan and find a way, like you said, to flip this point right now. Mondu did swap to the Brigitte. There's a Pulse Bomb, though, onto Mondu, and that's not going to help Charge at all. That's not going to do them any favors. It looks like it's all cleanup for Seoul here, unless maybe Krong can do it. But no, they can't get to the point, and Seoul Dynasty takes a 2-0.
Prophet's over here. Where's Choi? Choi on the other end, and he actually came from the side, got Prophet for the double team. They got rid of the threat, and now they have the clear 6-on-5.
Prophet was trying so hard to defend that hotel area, and Choi So-won managed to find a way to go in and get that killing blow. Meanwhile, Krong does finish off Tuyu as well. So it's looking like Charge may be able to take a pretty quick point A here. Nano boost onto Rio is going to help seal the deal. And you gotta love it. Like, the swap to Diva for Krong was just perfect, right? As we see Rio continue to push Seoul back and help them secure the point, because what the Diva can do, you know, you don't get the shield to put on the Winston, but what you do get, his Prophet does find a kill by the Ash. Actually, Bob goes in, gets slept, but pops back up immediately. Gestures didn't hit the go button anyway, though. Gets Kariv. Now Mondu, Rio, everybody going down, and Seoul Dynasty will find that successful defense early. Whoa, we're going pure Gesture. Does go, goes down, tries to handle Krong in the room here. Looks like he can. There's the DMEC, but Tuyu down, and Fitz manages to find a headshot on a Choi So-won as well. So it's give and take right now. Both teams finding kills, but at the end of the day, the payload's still moving forward slowly. Ooh, but that may change.
Yeah, the payload just hit the brakes there, is what he says. Like, let's move forward. Not any holding on to Primal, holding. Now it's going to be a bit of a slap fight here in the tavern.
That's right. Monkey fight in the tavern. Meanwhile, Gesture, though, he has his ult for a little bit longer. Going to go in. Gets hit with the sleep dart, though. Gets woken up. Can he make much out of it? Yeah, Prophet does get the kill on the Mondu as well. Gesture helping out. And really, this has been the Prophet and Gesture show so far on the defense here. And Charge starts well to use. ZP, can they do it?
Yeah, he's using it right now, although he's not getting a ton. He has to spend a lot of this nano away from the point. Meanwhile, though, Kaylee, late Widow swap, finds Fitz. Comes at a cost, though. Gesture immediately punish Rio. Super deep going, I want to get at least one support. Gets the Graviton support. And the tank line for the Charge taking matters into their own hands. It's a heavy investment, but we're in overtime. It's what they had to do.
Rage, they've got the tools, but here comes a nano boosted Monkey right now. Gesture going in hard.
Yeah, both Winstons going in with Nano, Rio on one side, Gesture on the other, and we're looking at Rio trying to get something done, just punches Creative out of the fight. Choi able to find Fitz at the same time. A two-man advantage now for the Charge, getting the better of it here so far. Gesture's down, his Nano is over, and the Charge, when it's at the very end here, they've just about done it to bring things to the end here at Kings Row.
I mean, we talked about when Seoul struggles, and when they struggle as the finish line is crossed by Charge, when Seoul struggles.
A little bit before going in, Dynasty goes, no, we don't have to wait, we're directly in, and why not?
Why not?
Takes down Choi, and you got the 6v5, and there's not going to be any more chill. You see Gesture, he's already very deep on the other side, and why not?
It's over.
One fight.
Yeah, that point A is taken very, very quickly a little bit. He's not done yet. There's a stun, though, and the Primal Rage has to be brought back as Rio does get the kill on the Gesture after all. Yeah, that was a little bit of an awkward one from Seoul Dynasty. They're going to give a little bit of ground, but not too much, as the Graviton Surge comes in. There it is from 2U. Grabs on both sides. Oh, but you might say Juan with the 2K Pulse Bomb, and Charge is going to retake the defense.
I just love how you can track a lot of these Dynasty.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a big difference between Rayo and Gesture. Gesture will just go in every single time and never turn around unless he's dead. The only way back to spawn is through death, and that is going to be a huge teamfight win for Seoul Dynasty. Raw abilities and ultimates out of Charge to make it easier for 2U rather to do exactly what he's going to do, which is going to be a throw down the grab pretty soon. Although Fitz did die, so maybe they're going to wait with that one. We will see grabs going down for Krong instead. Prophet though, and the rest of Seoul Dynasty using their own Zarya ultimate to win this fight.
Yeah, I mean, Seoul just seized on the opportunity. It was a great grab, and Prophet very willing to go in and follow through. Where I've been impressed at just how measured. Something that the Dynasty have to play nearly as quick as they did on the first attack.
I like it.
But the focus fires in to get Rio, and that's the first domino to fall here, Doa. And bringing this back is going to be so hard for the Charge now, as the Dynasty not wasting any time, already halfway to the finish line.
Yep, make it 99% of the way, make it all the way, as Seoul Dynasty able to pick up another map win in a row. ZP, the Brigitte and the Maywall in there. It's going to be the wall dropped by Karib as well. The damage wall this time as Gesture gets taken out. A little bit of bloodthirsty support action going for Karib as the payload keeps going. Animo down as well. And this push slowly but surely is starting to come together for the Charge. Oh, that said, Prophet may have something to say about that.
Takes out Mondu, doesn't care that Brigitte is going against Tracer. Prophet's good against everything. And now the Dynasty have a real chance of bringing this back. And yeah, we're looking at Prophet. He's the one to watch here. Now looking at the BAP in the back. Prophet versus Karib, a classic. Force back a little bit. BAP can handle himself. Immortality Field down. And all the while, Prophet still takes down Karib. Immortality Field or no. It is. Can Dynasty do anything to bring this point back? It's going to be tough, especially with Prophet biting the dirt.
Yeah, I mean, Toyo eating a Blizzard is a nice touch, but in the end, it's going to be Krong and the rest of Charge finishing point A here. Late death for Fitz. We'll see if he stays.
Things similar. Toyo, meanwhile, here in the back. Gesture out of the fight, and this is good pressure coming in from the Charge, but they're going to need a little bit more. Both teams swapping out Orisas.
Yep, pretty much. Both teams losing their main tanks. Ooh, fade away shot onto Animo from Kaylee. That is in here. Yep, Batiste wall dropped by Karib. They're going to try to stop it before it happens. Karib down, though, and it's going to be Seoul Dynasty picking up the early kills in this one. Accretion to the back. And the Orisa of Rio in big, big trouble here. And yeah, Charge may have to back up a bit.
I think a key difference we're seeing here between the two teams, though, and brought up a little bit, but I feel like when the Dynasty...
A little bit of an optimistic play by Prophet, but it did lead to Charge having to back away again. Fitz finds a headshot onto Rio. Kills being traded. Kaylee deciding that it's time. It's time for the Charge to push forward, and it is past time as we're only down to 5 seconds remaining in the time bank. Can they do it?
Well, right now, they're off to a good start. The picks from Kaylee are huge. The payload finally moving forward. Someone remembered to get on it at the very least. Very difficult times, but they have the Transcendence, so they're going to use the Transcendence, lead in here, and we'll see where it goes.
Yep, that's right. Right before point B would be finished. There's a Transcendence from Creative as well to give Seoul a chance. A big Gravitic Flux from Krong that's going to lead to a couple kills here, but does it lead to a point take? It looks like it may, and Charge do it. They take B. They are still alive.
Yeah, and he's alive. Getting healed up all the while. Kaylee caught over to the side, and it's Prophet on the McCree. Takes down Choi. A really nice swap here for Prophet. And now looking for the Hangzhou. Finds Kaylee, and Prophet is putting this one away.
Yeah, Toyo decided to try to go for the Sigma. Didn't find a whole lot with it, but it's going to be the Prophet show as the rest of Seoul pushes forward. It gives that McCree time to work, and it was an epic point B completion. Make it tough for Seoul down the line on those harder points like B. Rio down. Okay, and here we go. Seoul Dynasty finally breaking out. and they are going to get the payload moving. But it's like I said, you know, taking the time off of the clock right now is going to make it that much harder for Seoul to push through that more difficult. Just make sure it goes down without a problem, but it doesn't really catch anybody either. That was interesting, ZP. Either way, Seoul does find the pick onto Rio, so they are still holding this point for now. They are still getting that payload moving.
Yeah, they're keeping it going forward, and this is tough for Charge. I mean, they've lost enough, they can't really head back out. And the Charge, they kind of paid for their upfront hold, Doa, where, you know, the risk you take is getting your positioning back, and the Dynasty fight drops on down. Is it going to be dropped here? You take a look at it for a second. The Blizzard is so shattered, but Choi and Krong both down in the heat of the moment, and the Charge have gotten precious little from this so far.
Yeah, Animo able to use the Immortality field too to keep people, well, everyone aside from Gesture anyway, alive on the Seoul side, and that's going to give Prophet the room to come back to turn this fight around. Even Creative showing up the kill feed there, but Prophet on this leading
here. But look at Prophet on the May, going to be making the re-engage even harder here. The defense for the Charge, getting back into defend has been such a struggle here so far. Kaylee, Deadeye to the back, looking forward.
There's a flux if Kaylee goes down. That's a problem. Toyo finds a big one on the Sigma, that's right. And there's just so many low health members on Charge right now. They're on the payload right now, but I feel like it's not going to be for too much longer. Another Accretion. It's hard to hit the Lucio with the Accretion, I admit. That is a tricky one.
It's not the easiest for sure. Crit though, finds Prophet, but that's not going to be enough. The Blizzard back on the point. Seoul just smothering. Charge have done a decent job of delaying, but this has been the sad delay, Doa. This is the delay you do to buy a little bit of time, but it's not the delay that's going to win you the game with 3.5 minutes for the Dynasty.
Doing what he does best. There's another 3-person Gravitic Flux. Man, Toyo just seems great at catching people with that. Gets the kill onto Kaylee, and that sets it up for the rest of his team. The delay is enough for everyone else on Seoul to get in position, get the kills, and Seoul just moments away, potentially, from winning this series.
They touched it. It's in contest here, but they still need something else. Kaylee under pressure. Prophet says no, there will be no sniping from the back. Creative falls through, and the Charge falling bit by bit, piece by piece. Only 3 people left around near the point, and there's just a limit to what can be done. The Dynasty, they finish it off. It's a 3-0.
Seoul Dynasty with the 3-0 victory. That was fast, ZP. I thought we were going to get a good one. I mean, it